It's week 3 of the National Football League, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Bears and the Packers, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
First opened in 1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums of the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. With Greg Olson, Mike Tirico up here in the booth. So glad that you are along with us. Greg got a couple offenses here that love to take their shots down the field, so the defenses really have their task right in front of them if they want to win this game.
Yeah, no question. I think as many of the matchups that we've dove into this entire week, it really comes down to which defense puts a lid on the opposing passing game and prevents as many big plays as possible. We see it week in and week out. The correlation between generating big plays, especially through the air, directly leads to the ability to score points. So make teams go the long way. You know, the defensive old saying is, make them snap it again.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. And they're led by the man who waited his turn, the 2020 first-rounder, Jordan Love.
He's coming off such a strong performance last week, Mike, where he did a little bit of everything. Throws for 3 touchdowns, ran for another, but most importantly, leads his team to the big win. I'll tell you what, he has his eyes set on trying to do the same thing here over these next 4 quarters.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Love to throw to get started. Whoa! The throw on the run is complete. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Catch is made by Romeo Dobbs. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. They'll run with Jacobs. He's going nowhere. That call, not the right one. It's going to bring up 4th down.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This one from 52 yards away. Pinheiro's kick is good. And the Packers will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Velus Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job staying even-keeled. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive, and that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He just shook it off and kept playing. Now, can he keep that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds? And if he does, he's going to give his team a chance every single week.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. 2nd down and 8. They'll run here with Gainwell. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. 1st and 2nd down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a 3rd and long. We'll see if they try something else.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. He's got the hook up there to Odunze. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Bears 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you field, you better be good on 3rd down.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. A run with Gainwell. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Powerful Rashawn Gary there in run support. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. They face 2nd down and 7. Mechie, the man in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
On third down, it's Williams from the gun. Check this down to Gainwell out of the backfield. A gain there of 11. First down, Chicago.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. It's second down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive, and here's 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. The Packers offense ready now for their second drive. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On the ground, here's the first carry for Marshawn Lloyd. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? That is Musgrave, the man in motion. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On the return is Jones. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. The Bears offense ready for their second possession. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. Now Gainwell. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Throwing is Williams. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Quay Walker.
So when you talk about cover two, really the area that they're a little vulnerable. They're vulnerable deep or intermediate on the boundaries, and they're vulnerable down the middle of the field. Remember, those two safeties, Mike, hence why they call it cover two, they are splitting the field in half. They need to cover from the goalpost all the way out to the boundary. That's a lot of room to run.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Dobbs headed in motion. They'll run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, it's Love. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way. Every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll run with Jacobs. And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. They'll take him down at the 3-yard line.
In these goal-to-go situations, backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
That 3rd down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now? It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Jones now on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They're still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with a 1st down. And he'll take this past the 30, a gain of 6, mark it at the 31. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Mechie, the man in motion. On 2nd down, it's Williams. He runs with it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 23 yards. 1st down, Chicago. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes. Rashawn Gary, former Michigan Wolverine, in there to
soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring it down. You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Jaden Reed was the intended target, and it'll bring up second down. Back to the air, it's Love. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in third and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
From the gun, on third down, it's Love. And that is incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. And now it's fourth down.
I like the fact that they took a shot on third and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the fourth down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up fourth and a mile.
The Bears offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. First and 10. And he'll take this to about the 28. Edger and Cooper, they're on the 10. Williams to throw on second down. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more from Lambeau Field after this. Here's a third down and 4. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Here's Torrey Taylor now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa! The Packers offense ready to get back to work. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on first and 10. Now Love. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Luke Musgrave, the tight end, was the intended target there. And it'll be second down. Here's Love. And Doubs open left side. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Josh Jacobs was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down. To throw is Love. To the left side in the hands of Watson. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Now Love. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential. Your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Bears offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Mechie, the man in motion. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Here's Gainwell. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. On comes the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This fielded inside the 35. The Packers offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. High throw, but it's reeled in. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Love to throw it on 1st down. That's left side, caught by Musgrave.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Jaden Reed, touchdown Packers. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the Packers extend their advantage to 13-0. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Halftime now. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bears offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. On the ground, Gainwell. He will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss. To throw, it's Williams. The second down throw is incomplete. What can they do here? This is third and forever. Here's Williams. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
On second down, Love. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Love to throw. This one, up top for Dobbs. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
Back to throw is Love. He pulls it in around the 5. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man.
He's got his big tight end, Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Green Bay. Here's Jacobs. And he will get into the end zone and bump the lead up by 2 more. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Tyler Scott. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Mechie, the man in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. He's got room past the 35. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Mechie, the man in motion. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again, Williams. That's to Odunze again. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out. You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
And he's in. Roll, Odunze. Touchdown, Bears.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Jordan Love. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. On play action, Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
From the gun, it's Love. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. On the move, past the 40. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Love. That complete to Jacobs. Here's 2nd and 9. In motion, Reed. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. Here's Love to throw. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter. Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This will be a 38-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Pass caught, it's John Mechie. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. In motion now, it's Scott. On 2nd down, it's Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. He airs this one out looking for Mechie. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. He'll look underneath here for Johnson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Moore going in motion. Williams to the air once more. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, but we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And that is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field. You find yourself... It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. Dobbs headed in motion. On 3rd down, they go with Jacobs. And for the moment, that's a 1st down, but we do have a marker down. Let's see if this one will hold up. So now, after the penalty, a much tougher prospect to convert. It is 3rd and 9. They'll run the toss to Jacobs. Packers set to kick this one away. This returnable from inside his own 40. The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Mechie, the man in motion. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. This one taken in by Odunze. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defense...
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Packers have it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch. But before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
A run up the middle with Jacobs. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He'll only be able to get the 47-yard line. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Defense. Ready. Blue check. Smith red.
On the ground, it's Jacobs. And they'll take this down inside the 35. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. Running is Jacobs. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. A handoff running left, it's Jacobs. Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This one from 49. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Packers add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The visitors' offense ready to take over once again. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. That is caught downfield by Odunze. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That's complete. It's Odunze. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's to the right side and incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throw it again. It's Williams. That's deep for the back of the end zone.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
So it's a win for the Packers. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.